Hello everyone, welcome back to Performance Racing League. I am Hoop BK, and we got Sunday Tier 2 taking on Bahrain. Good to be back in the booth after a little bit of a hiatus. More important things in life have come up over the last 2 weeks or so, but they're starting to get figured out, and I'm going to spend the whole afternoon in the booth. We'll be alongside someone else for Sunday Tier 1 later for comms. They're actually in this race. So yeah, really look forward to just spending an afternoon with you guys. It's Tier 2's turn first. Everyone out, going on to the softs. Who is up first? It's GTS Drag King, or Torque. Our championship leader is the first one out on track. Bahrain kind of has a weird, special spot in my heart, as my first Formula 1 game, was F1 2021 demo. There was a free demo that I could download from the PlayStation Store, and the only track you could race on it was Bahrain. So for about a week or two, I was just doing Bahrain over and over until I was like, let's get the real thing. That's how my Formula 1 online career got started. So a kind of a soft spot this circuit holds. And there are some quite interesting corners. Makes for pretty good racing. So I think we're in for a treat once again in Performance Racing League. I mentioned Drag King was your championship leader. You could check this out on Performance Racing League's new website. Tar Heels has done an amazing job, put in a ton of work, consulted with the artificial intelligence to make a really good-looking website. Just performanceracingle.com. Has all the information you could possibly need. So please check that out, bookmark that. It's where you could catch your standings and all kinds of stuff. As Drag King crosses the line to start his qualifying lap. It's that Red Bull, the long run down to turn 1. About where the curb starts on the left is where you want to get your braking point, at least in qualifying. Very tight turn 2 into turn 3 that opens into a straight line mode run down to turn 4. We'll see a lot of moves here. Very wide corner. We'll tighten a bit on exit and has that slight elevation change. Start to bend through the sweepers at the end of sector 1. Heavy braking into, I believe that's turn 7. A little bit of a snap from the Red Bull driver. Run down to turn 9 and 10. You'll see a lot of moves there. See lockups. A lot of action coming to that tricky trail braking corner. Another straight line mode. And go back uphill with these kind of sweepers. See a bit of action here into, I believe this is turn 14. Track is very wide. A lot of different lines can be used here. Run down to the final corners. Heavy braking at the 100. Took a lot of curb. And back into straight line mode on the long run back to the line. And then turn number 1. So 129.1. Provisional pole lap. Actually, would be surprised if anyone jumps him on their first run here. Zabit, 129.8, just gets by Craig by 7 thousandths. Stunt on a pusher. Ace in the 129.8s as well. See if I can quickly figure out who is where. Rusty crosses the line. And X-Master, who's now running under the Algerian flag for this week, will jump to P2, 129.4. Trying to get a picture of who is where. It's going to be Stunt across the line next. I think he's back after a week off. This will be a great lap, 128.9, so makes me eat my words. He will jump into the 128s on this first run, and Porky, 128.9 as well, slots in behind him. So some pretty good runs here early on. Big bunch up. Craig. I guess that's a Haas of Jay. No, it's not. All right. Although white dots confuse me a bit. Vinny seems to be the next one that will cross the line in the V car reserving today. Good to see him racing on some Sundays. He'll bring it to the line, and a 1:30.4 is his time. Should be Uno next, perhaps. We'll hop over to him. We'll buy him. Probably 130s as well, 130.4. And Jay Story across the line just behind him, and we'll get to the 129 O's. So, going to be quite competitive, at least in the top 5 so far. Still a couple of guys yet to put in laps that could be at the sharp end as well. So I say that Lit jumps to P5. He's one of those guys. I think Godfather could be there. Heated Swag, Ghost Viper. Ghost Viper could certainly be there. For my own personal metrics, it's Ghost Viper is at the front of Tier 2 in qualifying this year. And then just behind him is DJ on the Beat, who should be joining us at some point during quali. And he'll bring it to an 18-car grid. Is it Craig? It is Craig, who is improving. He's up 2/10 through 2 sectors. Does he hold on to that? It comes down to about 1/10, but he will find a spot. Jumps Zabbit. You have Ghost Viper, DJ on the Beat, Stunt, Drag King, and M1. Is M1 with us? I think he dropped. He was in the lobby beforehand. Got a shout out Johnny Rockets joining us for, I believe, the first time this week. Ready to get a lap in the McLaren. Heated Swag will be the next to the line. I believe. I think everyone else kind of coming in here. M1 is serving a race band. Gotcha. Thank you, Jay Story. So you joined the lobby to serve that race band. So it will be a 18-car grid with DJ on the Beat jumping in. Heated Swag put down a 130.4. Very similar to his Alpine teammate, Uno Cinco. Viper to the line. Let's see where he's at. I think 128 is here. 128.5, so he will jump the field by about 3.5 tenths. Ghost Viper establishing the time to beat. Anyone else pushing on? I think Drag King is just starting a hot lap. Perhaps Rusty pushing on as well in the final sector. Let's see where Drag King is at the end of Sector 1. About a quarter of a second up. So we'll keep an eye on him. Get to Godfather. 108 flat at the second sector line. Don't think this one's going to be super competitive. It might be in the 130s. Yep, he will slot P13. Checking back in on Drag King, who's approaching the Sector 2. The Sector 2 timing line, excuse me. 4.5 tenths. So he's found some time here on this second run. Is he going to be able to keep this up through the final sector? He's still about 2 tenths short of pole. You can hear the tires squeal as he gets on the throttle out of the final corner. 128.699. He's about a tenth off, but he will put it on the front row with 8 minutes remaining in the qualifying session. Let's see. So Lit is probably that next one. No, it's Kak who is coming to the line to get a lap going. Not Zabit just behind him. It'll be... Oh, hell if I know. Hell if I know. That was actually Ace coming back to the line. And finding half a second, he jumps to P7. Good run there from Ace, who is full-time in that caddy. Has been towards the sharper end of the field. Well, but not in recent times. I think actually a pair of DNFs in his last two races, but a fifth from pole position at Brazil and a ninth fastest lap at Barcelona, the two races before. Now everyone has put a time down. Kak Supreme put down a 1:30.8. Continue watching the page. As Johnny Rocket starts a lap. And X-Master, the Algerian, obviously. I guess the French are pretty rather involved with Algeria. Does not improve. It's actually quite close to his previous time, but not faster than. Zabit does find time. He jumps to P9. He's had some good qualifying efforts this season. Someone else just jumped up the order. I can't catch who it was, but I believe Uno Cinco just jumped to P11. Yep, found 4.5 tenths. And we have a car stopped in Sector 3. Is that Lit? Yeah, Lit had an issue, and that's unfortunate because he was improving, but has gone off or something. Yeah, it's been a major off. It's going to be a 150 some, or high 140s. I think Johnny Rockets is pushing on just behind him. He's going to head to the line. 130.2 on his first run, 129.8 on his second. That puts him P11. The only Papaya McLaren in this one. Stunt starting a lap. Zabit heading to the pit lane. We'll check in on... I guess that wasn't Stunt. That must have been Craig, who sits P10. Ghost Viper pushing on. Let's see where he's at through one sector. So about... Well, it didn't give me anything there. I guess that may have been the exact same time then through Sector 1. Stunt not really pushing on here. Battery still maxed out. Check in with Lit, who is pushing on this lap. Williams driver sits P6 as of now. 10th and a half needed to jump into the top 5. Will he get it? He will, and more. Top 3 breaks into the 128s. Just gets by Stunt. And on to the second row. Great lap there from Lit. Ghost Viper finding more time through Sector 2. Not going to have a lot of battery. It'll get some back to the final corner for the push to the line. And actually cuts towards the pit lane. Must have not been improving. Aborts that run. I think Rusty is on one here. Coming down to 3 minutes to go. So a lot of drivers in the pit lane or on their final out laps. Rusty looking for some time. He won't find it. May have gambled there. Vinny finding time through 2 sectors. He could be breaking into the 129s here. Does not have a lot of battery to work with, though. He'll miss out on the 129s and just misses out on P12 by 1,000th. So we'll sit P13. That will probably be his last run. Don't think he has the time now. Unless he has fuel in the car for yet another run. Yeah, we are about at that time. Cars pulling out of their garages for one last run at pole position. I think Ace on a bit of a warm-up lap here. Has plenty of time to get back around. Master starting a lap as well. He may also have time for another kind of warm-up lap. It's a sub 130 or about a 130 lap. Godfather Mastris, a big jump to P9. Finds about a second. So establishes himself in the midfield, but will not have time to get back around for one more run. Master pushing on through one sector. He's going to run into a lot of traffic here in Sector 2. We're jostling for a position to get back to the line in time, but X-Master on a push lap, so they have to yield, get out of the way, or risk a penalty. Now Ace about to push on as he crosses the line. Porky Pig, his teammate, is pushing. You have X-Master 4.5 tenths up through two sectors. See if we can get Porky real quick at the first split line. He's up a quarter of a second. Master to the line. Falls away from him a little bit. But he will be at P7. Got some yellows on the front straightaway. And everyone pretty much pushing now. Is Lit going to get around? Nope, he's invalidated. DJ on the beat gets in here in just enough time. Hopefully he was able to select a car. So Godfather and Lit, their sessions are over. CAC will slot into P11. And Blue. That's going to be Vinny Sips will be the next one to cross the line. I want to make sure it's not Jay Story next. No, he's invalidated. So that will be it for him. Vinny does break into the 129s. And Porky Pig Elite jumps to the top of the board. Oh, man, the Haas and Cadillac colors being the same is really screwed with me. But he will get by Ghost Viper by 14 thousandths. Ghost Viper is fighting time through two sectors. He just has to keep it tidy, keep it steady. Gord has his money on Ghost Viper. Stunt jumps to third over Drag King. Ghost Viper to the line. 128.3 it is provisional pole. Drag King to the line. He takes it 128.1. Great battle here in the closing seconds. See if Zabit has anything. He's the last one pushing. And I think he's going to take it to the pit lane. No, he's not. A little bit of a deke. Run to the line does not improve, and that'll be it for the session. A bunch of changes after the checkered flag waves at the top of the board. But Drag King, Torch, will grab pole position. I believe that's his first of the season. Yep, has grabbed a couple of fastest laps. And has 4 victories. But his first pole position. that I can tell. So Drag King on pole. He pips his fellow countryman Ghost Viper and Porky Pig Elite. Start third. Stunt is fourth. Lit will be fifth. J Story and X Master within a second of pole time. There's Uno Cinco, Ace Edge, Godfather rounding out the top 10. And we have Zabbit, Vinny Sips, Johnny Rockets, Craig, Cack, Heated Swag, Rusty, and DJ on the Beat will start from the rear of the field. Prominent reserve DJ on the Beat, who I think if he was full-time would be like third in the standings. He has a win and 2 podiums this season in 6 starts. I'm surprised he hasn't grabbed a full-time seat yet anyway. That's 7 races we've had so far, and he's been on pole. Or, excuse me, a part of the race. So now we'll wait for the drivers to get set up. I want to take this time to shout out our sponsor. Performance Racing League is a new partnership with AI Race Engineer. If you're like me and you want all the data possible available to you during the race, and Mark in the game just isn't doing it for you, doesn't really scratch that itch, you should turn to AI Race Engineer. AI Race Engineer turns your phone into a real pit wall for Formula 1, Gran Turismo 7, and ACC. It reads your live telemetry and coaches you out loud on gaps, tires, fuel, and strategy. You can ask it anything mid-race just by saying radio. It's free to try on iPhone and Android with a PC companion dashboard for Windows. So that's AI Race Engineer, our new league sponsor. Big shout out to them. And I believe our championship winners and championship top 3 will actually get free access for a certain amount of time to AI Race Engineer. I believe it's you win your tier, it's 12 months free. And I think it's 6 months for second in the driver standings and 3 months for third. I believe that's correct. Very excited. I've always wanted to do an actual ad read. I was starting to come up with fake ad reads that I was going to do during PRL broadcast, but instead I've got a real one. The fake ones were going to be stuff like marinara sauce from Gord's Sauce, or like wing sauce from Gord's Sauce, or wine from Vinny Sips, presented by Vinny Vineyards. But AI Race Engineer, an actual sponsor, a lot more fun to do, I think. And I don't have to write the script. A tool that I requested to Tar Heels to put on the website, and he did it in like 15 minutes, was kind of a hot or not. Hoop, you sellout. Yep, I am a sellout. We have officially sold out, Nico John. They're starting to pay the bills. Got to shout them out. But some of our hottest drivers in the last 5 weeks or so is Drag King, J Story, and Lit. And some guys are trying to right the ship a bit, include Ace in the Cadillac, who starts P9. We've got some DSQs, but I think they failed to pull away from the line. And Cack Supreme, both guys looking to get it going in the right direction after a tough few weeks. Check out the tire data. Let's see how they've gone. We got a little bit of everything in this one. Mediums, hards, and softs all present on the racetrack. Our pole sitter is on the mediums. Porky Pig on the mediums. A lot of drivers actually on the mediums. Should be quicker to shout out who is not. Ghost Viper and Stunt from P2 and P4 on the hards. So is Vinny Sips, Cack Supreme, and DJ on the beat. All starting on that white-walled hard tire. Johnny Rocket starting on the soft. He's in P13 to begin this one. And Godfather Mastris, the Ferrari, starting P10, is on the soft tire. So it opens up a lot of options here around Bahrain. So I think one stop is the way to go. Probably turn it into a two stop if necessary. Especially if you're on the softs, you'll be running soft to hard. Vinny, Cac, Viper, and crew on the hards, trying to go a little bit longer in that first stint. Go aggressive at the end. And the medium runners probably just going medium hard here. I feel like I say it's a one stop, and then only 3 or 4 drivers usually try to pull a one stop at Bahrain. So it will be a lot of two stops. As the drivers try to get around the cars that did not leave their box. I think that was Jay's story. I saw the inside trying to cut past Uno Cinco, and I think DJ on the beat has weaved a little too enthusiastically into the wall as he pulls up to his grid box. Any damage to the front of that Ferrari? I guess we'll find out in just a few moments' time. As we look to the lights on the Galaxy. 5 red lights. They are out and we are underway from Bahrain. Gonna get a better look at the front, please. Porky Pig, a great jump, gets by Ghost Viper. Stunt, Ghost Viper falling back a lot. And Porky Pig dives to the inside, contact into turn number 1. We have Carnage behind. Porky Pig takes the lead after contact with Drag King. And cars all over the place further behind. Let's see, I want the position change. So Porky Pig, a great start until the contact with our pole sitter. Up 2 spots. Same with Stunt. Ghost Viper down a spot, and that sent our pole sitter Drag King down all the way to P8. Lit will push his way past Ghost Viper. They're still side by side as we head down to turn 9. Contact there, and it sends him spinning. Ghost Viper off the track at turn number 10. I mentioned in qualifying how difficult it is to go too wide there, and that we will see a lot of action at turn number 10, and just one time through we've seen a spin already. So Ghost Viper relegated to P10. J-Story down 5 spots as well to P11. Seems like Ace maybe in the midst of that carnage. He will get by Heated Swag, who loses it through turns 11 and 12, those sweepers. But Ace down 8, Vinny down 4. I think Uno Cinco was the car I saw sideways at turn 1. He's down 5 spots. But back at the front, Porky Pig sets the fastest lap and leads this one going to lap number 2. Eventful first lap here at Bahrain. Lit to the inside. And Stunt will actually take advantage of this and retain P2. X-Master, look at this. We're going to go almost 3 wide. Lit looks to the outside into turn number 4. There's a lot of room here. He's going to try to switch back to the inside. That Mercedes brakes sideways. And will tap Lit, and he goes spinning. So ended up kind of turning into a 3-wide situation there. X-Master wanting to take advantage of that, but just started running out of real estate as Stunt kind of broke sideways on the outside. He was trying to hold on to the car, and that costs a lot of positions for Lit. He's sent way down the order, now back to P15 as he gets by Vinny. And that's allowed Porky Pig to kind of get a little bit of a lead here, 1.2 seconds. Craig is up 11. What happened here? With a bunch of carnage, Craig has found his way up to P3 from 14th on the grid. Be a massive result for Mercedes. He's able to hold on to that. Still a long way to go with this one. Porky Pig, X-Master out front. And Craig sitting P3. Drag King gets his way past Zabit on the front straight. Oh, we got some action behind. Side by side, Cac and Godfather. Uh-oh. See if I can get Ghost Viper in here real quick. Ghost, if you're watching, I've sent an invite. So Godfather comes out ahead of CAC in that battle. DJ on the beat is up 9 spots to P9. He does have a 10-second penalty already. Ooh, bluffs to the outside. Will get to the inside of CAC at turn, I believe that's number 8. Sure. And another move possible. J-Story to the inside, and a bit of contact on exit as CAC trying to fight for his right to stay on track. A little bit of touching, a little bit of, heavy petting there. But everyone comes away cleanly. Ghost Viper able to return without too much loss. He sits P11. But had fallen down the order a long way. Anyway, he's actually gained spots back since lap 1. And X-Master. I must have missed something here. Stunt gets by Craig. X-Master right on the rear wing of Porky Pig, as he's just set the fastest lap of the race. Let me see if I can get the lap data in here. Oh, we do have a yellow. I believe that's Uno Cinco having problems at the end of the track. But X-Master plugged in behind Porky Pig. A lot of battling here. Oh, yeah, we'll check this out for a second. It's CAC and J-Story behind DJ on the beat. Just saw Vinny's message. I don't think there's an AI in the field. I think everyone is here. J-Story to the inside of CAC. So 1 lap after a little bit of middle school dancing at turn 10. There's no contact this time around. No, it's not a middle school dance without a little bit of inappropriate touching. Hopefully not from the chaperones. Drag King is catching as Master has caught and passed Porky Pig Elite. We have a real battle for the lead on our hands. We head to lap 5. Side by side on the run down to turn 1. Porky Pig has the inside line. It is the preferred line. He will not be ahead. He will be alongside. And that'll give Master just what he needs. Just enough for what he needs to stay out front through the little kick of turn 2 and turn 3. See a lot of side-by-side battles go awry in turn 2, turn 3. As Drag King pushes by Stunt, he's been on a battle with Mercedes the last lap or so. Still fighting alongside. Still alongside through the sweepers. They're able to keep it clean. Craig's going to take advantage, get to the inside of his teammate. Contact, and yeah, he's made contact with that dive, and that's cost him an end plate. And a little aggressive there, trying to get past his teammate. And has picked up some damage. So Craig relegated to P5. He was up to P3 at one point. Up 11 spots from the start. Amazing. Masters started P7 and has found himself in the lead of this one here on lap 5. Already quite an eventful one so far. As Porky Pig and our pole sitter Drag King made contact at turn number 1. There was more contact behind at turn number 1. Ghost Viper was sent spinning at turn number 10. He's trying to fight his way back through the field. And Lit also had contact. So that sent him all the way down the field. So a lot of our top 5 drivers at the beginning of this race have had trouble one way or another, and that has opened it up for guys like Craig to come up 9 spots. Zabit right there as well. DJ on the beat. We know his pace is up 11, but still has that time penalty that he has yet to serve. We'll go back to the tires here on lap 6. We'll get a look at who's running on what. Already some pit stops. Lit and Uno Cinco came in to repair damage. I think Uno's had a major spin as well. our leaders in the 133s. Drag King faster last lap, about a second faster than Porky Pig, and that's why he is within a second now. 132.6 for Drag King last time around. A couple of personal bests through the field the last time, including Ghost Viper in P11. He's got a big pack ahead of him, but he's running into the 131s last time around. So, fastest driver on track for lap 5. He's got a long way to go to crawl back into this one. That silver and orange reddish Audi leads the field back across the line and towards turn 1 for lap number 7. Gets a defensive line, returns to the racing line into 1, so Porky Pig close enough to think about a move, and Drag King all over them as well. Cack Supreme and Godfather going at it. Great run around the outside for Cack. He got to the outside to make the move at turn 1 and just kept so much more momentum through 1 to get ahead into turn 2. He is up to P8. He has quite a few cars just behind him. That could change at any moment. Ghost Viper now at the rear of this group. Needs to be aggressive, but not so aggressive as he gets caught up into something. As Cack and Godfather still going at it. J-Story will get by Godfather, who is on those soft tires, and he locks and has a mini spin through 10. That'll allow Ghost Viper to get by. And that should spread him out just a little bit. Head back towards the top 3 as Drag King within half a second of Porky Pig Elite. I mentioned Drag King, 4-time winner already this season in 6 races. He's going to take advantage of the slipstream, get to the inside, and move into P2. Ooh, maybe loses the car just a touch. Porky Pig, no slouch himself. He's won a race this season here in Tier 2. He'll get alongside and have the inside line to turn number 4. A little bit of a lockup. But the Red Bull returns to P2. That battle's still brewing, really. Ghost Viper looking to make up another spot to the inside of Cack at turn number 8. This is for P8. Maybe a little bit of a touch. It'll go around the outside to pray that Cack does not send it on him and leave just enough room to the inside for the Williams man. He does get by into P8. Now P5, not too far up the road from Ghost Viper, so he's going to join the mix of this group. Had a yellow out on track. That should be cleared up quite quickly, though. Back to the front, Porky Pig, P3, Drag King, P2. And he is ready to jump to the top of the board. X-Masters had a great run up the field, but Drag King is gonna get him this lap, I think. Our pole sitter returning to the front after a big loss. Oh, Porky Pig has hit the pit lane. 8 laps on the medium tire. He's going medium here, and a wing change. So he has picked up damage as Drag King will get by for the lead, but they're still side by side out of turn 4 into the sweepers. Some touching here through the sweepers. I've done that side by side, and it has not ended well for me. But no major incidents there. Now a 1v1 battle of Drag King and Master for the lead. Craig all over Zabit now. Actually, Craig was ahead, and Zabit had gotten by. Craig holding a defensive line through 10. Oh, something must have happened to Ghost Viper as well. He was ahead of J-Story and Godfather. I wonder if CAC got in with him, as both of them have dropped some spots. They were battling for what would now be P7. And now they're 9th and 10th. Still going at it side by side at the front. Great racing between Torque and the 3-meter Master, using their old names now. To the inside goes the Audi. He's going to have to leave some room at the kink, and he does. That gives the Red Bull a good run towards 3. It's going to balance out on the way to 4. Still side by side. Master holds the inside. But traction is hard to come by on the inside line. The car wants to snap on you, and it does. And that gives Drag King the lead this time around. I'm going to hop around, check out Ace Edge and Heated Swag. Ace up to P11. Another car in the pit lane, that's Rusty, going medium hard and getting a wing change. DJ on the Beat has made his way past Zabit and Craig. Those two were battling for what became P4. But DJ, superior pace here. All the colors are wrong on my little timing app. So we're going to get side-by-side action again. Trying to figure out how much faster DJ was than the other duo behind him. And it's like 6/10. Stunt kind of pulling in. Two and a half seconds back of this battle as they continue to swap back and forth. Some more takers in the pit lane. Ooh, big contact there at turn number 4. I'm not sure who really initiated that, but perhaps Master going a little deep. And a bit of contact with Drag King. So he slows down, lets Drag King have the position. That brings Stunt within a second of them, though. It's been at least similar lap times compared to these first two drivers. And DJ on the Beat has been faster than all those ahead of him. Has cut that down to 2.3, 2.4 seconds to the top 3. Do not count him out. Still 10-second penalty coming his way. Oh, do I have Stunt? I'm not sure I do. I don't think I have Stunt. Well, I try to add everyone at some point. No. Does not look like it. So our P3 driver is now going to fall away a bit. Hopefully they're able to get back in. And that's going to open the door for DJ on the Beat to just slide on through, as we do have another pass for the lead. Master and Drag King continuing to go at it. This is going to be a race-long thing. Ghost Viper's going to find a spot into turn number 1, turn number 2, and jump to P7. DJ on the Beat has slipped away. So I looked down for 30 seconds. And DJ on the Beat has had an issue and has fallen a long way back. Does he have a flat? What's going on here? Really far off the pace and still dropping. He falls all the way to P9. That's really going to hurt his race. Drag King's going to come to the pit lane. The Ghost of Stunt, who I think we just got back, is coming to the pit lane. I think that's a suboptimal strategy from the Ghost. Drag King to mediums. Stunt to mediums. I don't know if you can get... You might be able to get mediums to the end. I don't know if I'd want to try it personally. Porky Pig is P6. He's making his way back through. Because he took a much earlier stop. Certainly on a two-stop strategy. Because I believe he went medium. And yeah, a lot of takers this lap. J-Story, Craig, Heated Swag. Stunt is back with us, but has been overtaken by Godfather. So he has slipped down a long way. We'll have to fight his way back into top 5, top 3 contention. Masters kind of undercutting a lot of the, I guess this would be like the 6, 7, 8 crew. That leaves Master all at the front by himself. And Master to the pit lane. Oh, no. Too fast entering. And has been hit with 10 seconds. That is going to be massive in this race. Massively undercut by Porky Pig. Comes to the pit lane. 10-second pen. Gonna go to the hards. And he might be pushing it to the end here. So at least he can play with the time. As Porky Pig will have to pit again, but you still don't want that 10-second penalty dealing with you. Let's see. Wrong thing. Ghost Viper has 3 seconds of penalties, so DJ on the beat and the 3-meter Master. Both with 10-second pens. Kind of see how that will unfold as we look at the leader time, or gap to the leader. A check on the lap times. Ghost Viper 132.8 last time around. 135 for CAC, who's falling away quite a bit to DJ on the beat, who was in the 133s. But Porky Pig, 132.1 his last time around. So he is definitely cutting in to this group that is going long as they're on that hard tire. Drag King, much fresher tires. And on the back of Porky Pig, yeah, he was about 1.5 seconds faster that time. He's going to get a great run to the inside. This is probably for P2, if not for the victory at this point. And we'll blow by him. So Drag King back to P4, the leader of those who have pit. Yeah, that's actually going to be the fight for the win right now. Interested to see if he can get those mediums all the way to the end. I think that'll be the deciding factor in this one. Got Stunt and P7, Zabbit and Godfather just behind. Zabbit on really fresh, hard tires. This is for the top 5, I would say. Uno Cinco was a brave man taking those softs 11 laps. Good for him. Much braver soul than I. And Drag King fastest lap. Imagine that, 130.9. Two drivers ahead of him were in the 134.1s last lap. So it's definitely cut in. You can see that as he's right behind them here on track. Good run out of 3. Will be enough to get alongside at turn number 4. It will not. He has left Porky Pig Elite in the rear view. Has the inside and is rapidly catching a kind of slow Williams. Cack perhaps saving some battery through the sweepers. Goes a bit deep, and I think the superior grip is going to help him here. Back on the throttle. And pulls ahead before turn number 10. He'll move into P2 in this one. Almost contact, but leaving enough room for Cack Supreme on the inside. Now 10.7, 10.8 seconds up the road is our leader, Ghost Viper, who has yet to pit. Porky Pig makes his way by DJ on the beat. Cack will be next. Master went a longer way on the medium tire. Also has the pen. So 5 seconds back from this group. And really 15 seconds back from this group. Well, only 5 seconds back from DJ. And Stunt actually quite close to him. He's on the better compound of tire. Fresh mediums. As Cack fights back to get by Drag King. He's saying, I'm not making it easy for you. A bit of contact between turns 1 and 2. So Cack kind of dispatched that way. Bring Porky Pig closer. The Williams driver showing he's not afraid to fight back. Despite Drag King being on much fresher tires. Still fighting for time. Still fighting for spots. He's going to have to defend from Porky Pig next. Ooh, let's go check in on Stunt, who is quite close. Ooh, a bit of a tap as he has a different turning in angle than Master. Nothing too bad. Going to be a big speed difference here. Sludges up the inside. He's going to make it work. Has to really slow on exit. And they're going to be in close quarters on the run down to 11. The inside is Master. Stunt is going to stay ahead, and that is going to bring Zabit into the mix as well. Zabit lurking there in the background. So we come up to turn 14, and he's actually going to get to the inside of Master. So Zabit, take advantage of all this, move to P7, at least for the time being. A battle still going on. He'll be back to P8. Cack Supreme just came in and picked up a time penalty. Too fast entering. That's 10 seconds for him. Ghost Viper. So all of them pitting after 17 laps on those hard tires. Ghost Viper's going to come out on the medium. Take it the rest of the way. Where will he come out? It'll be between... excuse me. Behind Godfather Mastress. Has some time to make up, sure, but has the fast compound. Oh, Stunt has had an issue. He's going to drop back to P7. So that's a position given to Ghost Viper, who has the fresh tire to push on. We're seeing a lot of first laps. Oh, no. Stunt is out of the race. Was that a crash? The car is at turn number 8 and disappears before I get a look at it. I'm sure I was looking at him too, but I glanced over at the timing sheet, and that's going to be a DNF for Stunt. He was on for a good finish. He has had a case of that, it seems. Like some previous races where he was running well, but got hit with the DNF bug. So the race will be neutralized now. Drag King will take advantage of it and come to pit lane. I'm not seeing the safety car. It is a VSC. Okay, I was like, I'm not seeing the safety car dot. Master stays out. He will inherit the lead. Zabit, Godfather, they're all on the hard tire. And Drag King and Porky also go to the hard tire. So they're ditching the medium, would rather have the hard tire to get to the end, and they will give up the spots to get it. So our leaders now P6 and P7, and they are 9 and 14.5 seconds behind Master. Still has that 10-second pen. So really Zabit leading this one. But Ghost Viper not very far behind on those brand spanking new medium tires. For the VSC, we'll get to see what the real pace is for these fresh mediums. We've seen 131s being the lap time. Let's see what Ghost Viper can do with them as he's fighting his way past Godfather, excuse me. And we'll get the position, P3. Less than 2 seconds behind the leader. It's going to be Zabit next. We are on board with Zabit, looking ahead to the leader and X-Master. 10 laps to go here in Bahrain. Been quite an eventful one. Really going to have to rest my voice between these races if Tier 1 is anything like this one. I'm going to be yapping a little too hard. Still closing Zabit. Fastest lap of the race is DJ, 130.9. Zabit pushes his way by in the sweeper. Great move. It's going to be Ghost Viper following him into turn number 8. And Master sent all the way down to P3 quite quickly. Zabit and Ghost Viper out front. A little check from behind. And we have another yellow. What has happened here? I'm going to say it's DJ, perhaps. But we have been neutralized once more, probably for some debris on track after a heavy collision. Oh, yeah, Godfather Mastris, nothing remaining on that front wing, simply a nose. He was up there in the top 3 for a second. But some contact, I don't know, between... I'm not sure who he got into, but it has cost him a front wing. It's going to cost him a pit stop. You can't say commentator's curse on this one. Huge lockup into the final quarter. Just being able to get the car to pit lane is going to be an issue. Porky Pig is not going to catch him in time, luckily enough. But you can't say commentator's curse. I hadn't said anything about Godfather Masters really running in the top 5 and how impressive it was. And it was impressive. But he's run into a mistake. And he's going to put on the medium tires and a fresh wing to get him the rest of the way. It's going to cost him a lot of spots, though. Down to P14 he goes. Back at the front, Ghost Viper looking to get clear of Zabit. He just has to find 3 seconds once he passes Zabit to take the lead for sure. Heated Swag and Lit really going at it. Look at that. Oh, and contact as they've gotten together after turn number 4. So Lit comes out not too bad in this one, but Heated Swag is sent off into the dust. And he'll fall to P13. Ace and DJ were going at it at the same time. DJ still holding horse in P9 as Zabit and Ghost Viper are still side by side. Ghost had it, then Zabit had it, and Ghost Viper back out front. Master still in the tow, lurking behind. Drag King to the inside, but goes deep at turn 1. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it work. He will have to back out, and J-Story will return to P4. Craig got a shot about in P7, holding off Cac. Cac with a pen still. Really, Cac just trying to stay clear of DJ. But he will get to the inside, or sorry, outside. So Master picks up another pen. These two still going at it through the sweepers. And Cac is going to stay ahead. Ooh, Craig looked to the inside. Maybe got it to his head a bit as Cac runs a bit wide, and Craig will take the spot. So the Mercedes man playing a little bit of a mind game going into 10. Stuck the nose there. Let him know he was willing to try it. And Cac opened the door. Let him on by. Ghost Viper now in clean air. Fresh medium tires. Fastest lap of the race. 1:30.5. Zabit just turned in his fastest lap, 1:32.0. So both personal best, and it's a second and a half difference. Another round, or another lap and another round between J-Story and Drag King at turn number 1. Still going at it for what will probably be the final podium position, considering the extent of Masters penalties. Kind of watching on with this one. Ace comes to the pit lane. I guess he has the time to do it. Maybe just trying to steal fastest lap from someone. As we watch this battle for P4 continue, Drag King went a bit wide, and it's going to cost him a time penalty. That gives the leg up to J-Story. This is P1 and P2 in the driver's standings. P1 here, P2 here. So with that pen, J-Story could gain a couple points on his championship rival. Gap is still quite large in those standings, but every little point does matter. That gap is just 26. Really the only two still in any championship fight, or anything resembling the championship fight. Still going at it here into turn number 4. The Haas will have the inside line. Is he going to feel brave? He does not try to keep it up the inside through the sweeps. Oof. And Drag King goes a bit wide. Neither of them really feel or look comfortable with the car. They might be playing games with each other, and yeah, Drag King still fighting the car on turn-in at turn number 10. Ghost Viper has cleared that 3-second threshold from Zabit. So he is officially leading this one. Zabit, I do need to shout out. He's appeared in 4 of 7 rounds. This will be his 5th, and has 2 podiums and a fastest lap. So when he's able to race, he is absolutely up at the front. I think that victory just kind of slipping away from him at this point, though. Porky Pig has put himself in this fight as well, so really starting to slip away from Drag King with that time penalty. And at this point, I think this might be P2, P3, Jay Story and Porky Pig. Oh, sorry, definitely P3 and P4. So definitely the battle now for that final podium spot. Jay Story and the Cadillac of Porky Pig Elite, who has made that extra stop. Apologies to Zabit, I think I looked right over him. Not quite close enough. I think Jay Story happy to kind of stay tucked in and receive the stream, but I think it's about to cost him. Feels almost better to be following someone because you're getting that battery boost. If you're up front, you might be a sitting duck. So having to wait out and time his move perfectly. Because gaining one can turn into a loss of one quite quickly with these regs. So not quite a look to the outside. Looked like he was going to try it, though. Jay Story continues to sit there. You can all do your math to see where everyone would slot at this point with the time penalties. Oh, Craig has just picked up a penalty, but still a long way to go if he's going to lose that position to CAC Supreme. Craig on for a really solid P7 finish. And contact sends Drag King down to P6. So a bit of contact out of turn number 8. Oh no, Jay Story loses it against Porky Pig to slam into him at turn 10. Lost the car. Nowhere for Porky to go. And now they're just kind of beaming each other. It was very chill for quite a few laps. It's a couple of slip-ups. And now a time penalty for Porky Pig. So now that's going to give Jay Story the advantage. As Porky goes wide and picks up the track limits pen. It was quite chill before, but mistakes here on lap 27. Shaking it up quite a bit. So now Porky needs to be careful, or he's going to end up behind a Master. If he falls really any further back, well, I think he has to lose a second or two now. Yeah, continuing to go at it. Big lockup from Porky Pig around the outside, so Jay Story will get by. Checking in on our leader. Ghost Viper just kind of walked away with this one since that VSC where he was able to put on fresh tires. We're going to push on by, run on the hards, and is cruising to what is functionally a 4-second lead over Zabit. Just a lap and we'll say like 1.2 laps, 1.1 laps away from that checkered flag. Looking for his second victory of the season. I believe this is career victory number 8 or 9 for him. So on to the final lap he goes. FBI agent says, I taught him everything he knows. There you go, part of the FBI agent training tree. Ghost Viper already over 100 starts here at PRL. Just racing whenever he can. A lot of double duty on Sundays. And midweek 1. So 3 races a week. And certainly in form. As he's winding through the uphill sweepers towards turn number 14. And even if he did miss out on pole position, breaking the bet of Mr. Sauce, Ghost Viper is going to recover for the victory here at Bahrain. Some celebratory weaving, and across the checkered he goes. Zabit, great race from him. Just could not contend with the fresh tires from Ghost Viper. Master will come across the line third, but those penalties are going to catch up to him. Yep, Drag King will get over, and J-Story will get over. It's a double Haas podium, the rich getting richer in the constructors. So Drag King will fall to 4th, Master to 5th, Porky Pig just misses out, will be P6. Craig to P7, great result for him. DJ will get 8th, and the Williamses round out the top 10, CAC and Lit. There's a bit of a recovery drive all the way through for Lit. Let the rest of the field come through, and I'll do the full results in a moment, as you can watch the checkered flags appear on the screen. But quite an exciting one here to start the Sunday action. A lot of early battles for the lead, battling in the midfield, varying strategies. And Ghost Viper in the V-Carb will come out on top. So he tries to fight his way into the championship top 3. I think he might have it after this one. There's your podium. A lot of representation up there with the flags. So congrats to Ghost Viper picking up his 9th career win. He also gets fastest lap. DJ on the beat, driver of the day. He started at the rear of the field and finished, was it 8th? He gets most overtakes, and cleanest driver goes to Johnny Rockets, who I'm now adding as a EA friend. Your full results, Ghost Viper. Busy day for him, but he gets fastest lap and the victory. Zabit started 11th, finished 2nd. J-Story, the other Haas, on the podium. So another great points day for them. Drag King, your pole sitter, finishes 4th. X-Master, 5th. Porky Pig. Craig, what a day from him, from 14th on the grid, finishes 7th. DJ on the beat, from 18th, finishes 8th. There's CAC, Lit to round out the top 10. Godfather Mastress, Rusty, Heated Swag, Ace, Vinny Sips, Johnny Rockets, Uno Cinco, and Stunt is your lone DNF in this one. 18 car field, 17 finish. We're going an exciting way to start, for me, your Sunday afternoon. About 40 minutes, and we'll be back. We'll be live once more with a special guest for Sunday Tier 1 action. But this has been Sunday Tier 2, And until then, and until 42 minutes from now, I've been Hoop BK. This has been Performance Racing League. Enjoy your little break.